And then Rama table is same, just one little difference is, means everything is the same, but when it comes to when it comes to 3.1, I think.
Ramayana.
Yeah, 3.1. So in Krishna 3.1, we had Krishnata and Krishnena. But if we have Rama, Yukta, Ta, then first of all the sutra will be Krishna Ta Ina. So Rama and Ina. And then Advamidvaye Ramena. So now one new sutra is introduced here, which is this one, another short sutra. This is Dwapar Yuga Sutra. रषऋद्वभ्यो नस्यनः सर्वेश्वरः एव कवर्गपवर्गयोर्धान्यपि समान विष्णुपदे न तु विष्णुपदान्तस्य. It means after Ra, Sha or Ridvaya, a Na situated in the same Vishnupada as them becomes Na. So Purva Nimitta is Ra, Sha or Ridvaya. So in this sutra, the Purva Nimitta is Ra, Sha or Ridvaya, then Na. This is the case even when Sarveshwara, however, all these intervenes. So if there is any Sarveshwara intervening, or else however, the letter Ha, the letter Ya, the letter Va, or Kavarga, means any of the letter from Kavarga, even if they intervene between either of these and Na, so this Na will convert into Na, cerebral Na. But Na situated at the end of Vishnupada does not become Na. It only happens when this Na is situated inside one word. So in this case, Ramena, the Na is not situated at the end, it is situated in the middle, same Vishnupada. And before this is, okay, so it is compulsory that either of these should be there. So in this case, we have Ra. And then between Ra and Na, we have A. So A is a Sarveshwara. One minute. Pavarga. Oh, even Pavarga is there. I'm sorry, I just forgot it. Pavarga. So even Pavarga can intervene. So we have A, which is a Sarveshwara intervening. We have Ma, which is one of the Pavarga intervening. And again we have Sarveshwara. So in this case, this Na will convert into the cerebral Na, like that. So it becomes Ramena. And if we have example like Raman, 2.3. So in this case also, we have Ra in the beginning, and na, and we have a Sarveshwara intervening, Pavarga intervening, and Sarveshwara. But in this case, the na will not be converted into na. Why?
Na is at the end.
Yeah, because it is situated at the end, and the sutra prohibits that na situated at the end of a Vishnu pada does not become the cerebral na. So that's why in this case the na doesn't become cerebral na, it remains the same. So this is the only difference, and this sutra is also very important. Rasharidhyabhinasana kavarga uh, Sarveshwara however kavarga and so on. So like that, Rama Shabda.
प्रभु जी
Yes, Rosie?
6.3 में भी चेंज होगा रामस्य रामे और रामा नाम.
कृष्णा नाम हाँ उसमें भी होगा एक्चुअली. कृष्णा नाम उसमें भी होगा रामा नाम में, क्योंकि रामा नाम सो वही सेम चीज़ है. र है बीच में सर्वेश्वर पवर के सर्वेश्वर और ना, तो ना का बन गया ना, सिंपल. ठीक है.
यस.
इवन अयन, जो अयन होता है वो ए सिंपल ना होता है, पर जब रामायण लिखते हैं रामायण तो हम ऐसे लिखते हैं. क्यों? सेम र है बीच में सर्वेश्वर है, म है सर्वेश्वर है, और य भी आ सकता है. हमने देखा यहाँ पे य कैन ऑल्सो इंटरवीन य. तो इसलिए हम रामायण में, हालांकि रामायण के दो पार्ट्स हैं, एक है राम अयन, तो जब हम अयन अलग से लिखते हैं तो ऐसे लिखते हैं, और जब हम मिला के लिखते हैं तो when we combinedly write it, so it becomes cerebral na as per this sutra. Okay.
And Prabhu, like 6.3 Krishna Naam, there is a Naam and Na. So can that Na can also be become Na?
No, in this case, okay, Rasha Rigvibhyo, we have re here, okay, and we have re here as Purva Nimitta, let's say, and we have Na here as the place where Karya can happen, the Karyi. But in between we have the cerebral Shra. So cerebral Shra cannot intervene in the sutra. Sarveshwar, Ha, Ya, Va, Kavarga, Pavarga. It doesn't mention about, okay, let's say even Shra is Purva Nimitta here. So let's consider Shra as a Purva Nimitta. And but then we have Na intervening. So in this case, we don't find the use of Na as an intervention. So that's why this Na cannot convert into cerebral Na. Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, what about Ayana? Means Ayana is like A is there, Y, Ya is there, Sarveshwar is.
I mentioned that Purva Nimitta, either of it should be there.
Okay, okay.
Means they are interventions. They can or they cannot be there, but they should be there. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Intervention is needed for this sutra, or
no? It's like it can be there and it cannot be there, optional. But Purva Nimitta has to be there.
Okay, then in why? Then in the Krishna. So if it's optional, then that means we can ignore that. If we do not find.
No. Optional doesn't mean when intervention appears, then we have to apply the sutra and consider that intervention. If intervention is not there, then we can directly see if we have Purva Nimitta and we have the Karyi, means the Karya Sthan, and we can directly apply the Karya. But if we have any of these, either of these, then we have to consider them. Then there is an option.
Means, can you, Prabhuji, please explain with some word, means like different examples?
Yeah. Okay. Examples of when a Sarveshwara intervenes are Charanam. So here are a lot of examples. So in Charanam, Ra is there, Na is there. Before it was like normal Na and A. Because of this sutra, it became Charana. Same Harina, Tarunaha, and so on. Examples of when her, ya, or va intervenes are these all. Barhena, her intervening, Sarveshwara intervening, Karyena, ya intervening, Shravanam, va intervening, Sarveshwara intervening. Examples of when ka varga or pa varga intervenes are these all. So these are all examples you can look at.
Means where it is like optional thing, the other.
Means when like interventions are not there, right?
Yes, still it converts to
Okay. The change to na Rama takes place even if none of them intervene. For example, Shiranam. So in this case, Ra is there
Yes, Prabhuji.
and Na is there. Ra Shariddebhyo Nasranaha. So Na converted into the cerebral Na because there is no intervention here. Direct Ra Rama is here and Shiranam. Okay.
Okay.
And Tisrinam, Pushnam, Pushnam, Nrinam, and so on. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay. Shasadayo, wow. Shasadayo Yadu Sangyaha. Actually, for this, we need to memorize two just among Shas. What to be done? Shall we do a memorizing class? Smojas, Amoshas. Okay, anyways. Insert tables. Okay. So, just
Nasi.
So just yeah, that's all. So Suaujas Amoshas Tabhyam is actually quite simple, not that difficult. If you read it 10 times, I think you will memorize it just by reading 10 times. Supposedly. So you can try. So anyhow, it's upon you. If you can memorize, then it will be wonderful. Otherwise, in the coming sutras, we will be baffled because everything will be dealing with these pratyas. So, Shasadaya Yadu Sangyaha, the pratyas beginning from Shas onwards. I mean, all the pratyas except the first five. This is the first five. They are known as Yadus. Okay, let's color it. Something. So these all are Yadus. All these red ones are Yadus. Shas are the Yadus. The Vishnu Bhaktis beginning with Shas are called Yadus. They have also mentioned it here. So this is like Sangya Sutra again. You know, they're defining something. Okay. So these red ones are Yadus.
Prabhu, Nasi, I think I would be in.
Yes.
Indicative.
I was just checking if someone can. I'm sorry. Okay.
Telling something to you, we have to be 200% sure. I was just thinking.
Okay, so where is that insert icons? Smart art, chart, like shapes. Okay. Yeah, so these red ones are Yadu, Yadu Sangha. Then the next sutra says, wow, Atrapadadanta I like this sutra. Atrapadadanta mas yushatyete shampaddat mas yushanatyete vrinchayo yadushuva. It means in this connection, the words Pad, Danta, Masa, and Yusha can optionally be replaced by Pad, Dat, Mas, Yushan when a Yadu follows. Actually, when I used to study, then my teacher would only teach those many sutras which I would, memorize. So he would, it's like if I memorize 5 sutras, like let's say from Sutra 5 to 10, then first of all, I will have to say out the sutras to him, and then he will teach those sutras to me. So the number of sutras I would remember, the number of sutras he would teach to me after listening it from me. And but anyhow, that was a different situation. So here, these are all different words: Pada, Danta, Mas, Yusha, and they can optionally be replaced by Pad, Dat, Mas, Yushan when a Yadu follows. When a Yadu follows means when either of these pratyas follow. So, okay. So when, okay, you know what does Pada mean? Pada means a foot, Danta means tooth, Masa means a month, and Yusha is a particular soup here. Now please don't ask which soup, tomato or something else. So when optionally, because it's optionally replaced, so when they are not replaced and they remain as it is, like ending with a, then they will take the same forms as Krishna word. Like in 2.3, it will be Padan, 3.1 Padena, and so on. Dantan, and so on. Masan, and so on. Yushan, and so on. But when they are replaced by these their respective alternatives, substitutes, then their forms will go like this. So, okay, let's do it. Oops. Yeah. Pad plus yuktashas. Then, so in this case, it will be padan, normal, like Krishna word. Dashavtara damshas or Rama haraha. Dashavtara satrivikramashasi tasmat sona pungsi. But when, so this is the first case. And in the second one, it will be like pad, right? Pad, it is replaced by pad. So in this case, pad yukta shas. So first of all, we will combine them, padas, normal, and then sararami or Vishnu sarvo, padaha. So now pada is 2.3. Padaha is 2.3. And similarly, all the pratyas will be applied like this after pad. So pad yukta ta becomes pada, 3.1, pada. 3.2 will become padbhyam. We'll just have to combine them. 3.3 will become, any guess? Padbhihi. 4.1 will be pade. Vishnu pade sadai bhag. Is that the shloka?
Mukti pade sayada.
Okay, mukti pade, yeah, same thing. Mukti pade. Mukti pade. Mukti pade. Pad. Mukti pade. Okay, this pade is different actually. This is 7.1 of pada, PADA, pada. But anyhow, in this case, pade is 4.1 because pada here is food, so it's different thing. So similarly, padbhyam, padbhyah, and 5.1 will be padaha. Are you getting how it will be made? It's simple. You just have to add Sauja Samastastabhyam is Nabhyam is Nasi. As remains, combine them padas and becomes padaha. This is 5.1. Then padbhyam, padbhyah, then 6.1 same. Then padoho in 6.2. Then padam. This is 6.3. Then padi 7.1. Just we need to add it. Then padoho again, and then oh yeah, this is interesting actually. Okay, pad soup. What will happen here? A particular Sandhi Sutra will be applied here. Any guess? Pad Su 7.3. A particular Sandhi Sutra. Vyanjan Sandhi or Vishnu Jana Sandhi Sutra will be applied. Any guess on this point? No?
Vishnu Daso
means it's already the third letter.
Yeah.
Then
it become the Vishnu Daso Vishnu Padante.
By which sutra it will become ta?
Vishnu Daso Vishnu Padante.
Yeah, by that sutra it becomes the third letter of
Yadav Matre Hari Kamal.
Hari Kamal.
Yes. Right. Because this is a Yadava, Sa, so the becomes Ta, Hari Kamal. So it becomes Patsu. Like that. So similarly, so this was the example for Pada and Pad. Danta becomes Dat, if I'm not wrong. Dat. So for this also, 2.3 will be Dataha, then Datta, then Dadhyam. Yeah, this is interesting actually.
Wait, what is here? Yadu follows. What is Yadu? Is it that the Yadava?
No, Yadava is different, Yadu is different. Yadu means all these red colored pratyas, they are Yadus together. So Yadu is a group of all these 21 minus 5 pratyas, meaning
Starting from 2.3.
16 pratyas. All these 16 pratyas, red colored, they are known as Yadus.
Starting from 2.3, is it?
Yeah, from 2.3 to 7.3, they are all Yadus.
Hare Krishna. Can you explain the one Pada plus Aspada and how I could?
Which one?
Pada plus us. That the first one you wrote.
Okay.
After that I could catch, but this one I could not understand.
Okay, this is Shas. 2.3. So this is simple like Krishna word. So Pada Yukta Shas. Then first of all we apply the sutra Dashavatara the Amshasor Aramahara. That after the Dashavatara, the A of Shas gets deleted. So first of all, it will become this. Then Dashavatarasya Trivikramah Shasi Tasmat Sona Pungsi. That of the Dashavatara, it becomes Trivikrama when Shas follows. So because Sa is part of Shas, so it will be considered as Shas. So this becomes Trivikrama. And Tasmat So Napungsi and the Sa. After that, the Sa will become Na. Like this. And then we combine them. So it becomes Padan.
Okay, so understood.
So, yeah, in Danta.
Excuse me.
Yes,
so when it will become Pada and when it become Pada, I mean, which form? How it will be decided? Like P-A-D.
I'm sorry, I did not get it.
Pada and Pada. Like A will be coming in the end and it become Pad.
When you see this form like Pade.
Yes.
So it's 4.1 of Pad.
Okay.
And if you see form like Padaya, like Vishnu Padaya, we say.
Yes.
So
it is that on the discretion of the user how he wants to use.
Like if you want, when you will create shlokas, then it's upon you.
Okay.
But generally we study, so either we will get this one or this one.
Okay, so we have to understand if Pada is being used, then it is the same as Pada and it is optional. Either way it could be used.
Yes.
But now here it is Pada being used. That's how we have.
Here Jiva Goswami is showing both the options.
Both the options.
Yeah, but when we read some shlokas or something, so it depends on the writer, the commentator. In which situation he will use Pad forms and in which situation he will use Pada forms.
Okay, understood.
Okay, this is important. The Danta becomes Dat and 3.2 is Dhyam. So Dat Dhyam. In this case, the first sutra, Vishnudasa Vishnupadante Harigoshe Cha Harigata. So there were two parts of that sutra, and I didn't tell you the second part of the sutra. So here the second part will be discussed. The second part meant that if there is a Vishnudasa, okay, what is Vishnudasa? Anyone?
Vishnudasa is Ka Varga, means Hari Kamal, Hari Khadag, Hari Gada, Hari Ghosh.
Yes.
Vishnudasa means all the Vyanjan.
No, not all the Vyanjans. Hari Kamal, Hari Khadga, Hari Gada, Hari Gosha. All the Vyanjans means even Hari Gotra, even Hari Mitra, even the Hari Venus. So all those are not included in Vishnudasa.
It is Vishnu Varga minus Hari Venu, I think so.
Yes, Vishnu Varga minus Hari Venu can be right. Yeah. So Ta is Vishnudasa, and if after Vishnudasa there is Hari Ghosha, the fourth column, Bhaja, you know. So this is Hari Ghosha. So when Hari Ghosha follows, in that case also, Vishnudasa Vishnupadante Hari Ghoshe Cha Hari Gada, this becomes Hari Gada. So applying that sutra, it becomes Hari Gada, the second part of that sutra. Yeah, that's all. Dadbhyam. Then Dadbhihi, then Dadbhihi, and this is 3.1, 3.3. Then 4.1 will be Dade, Dadbhyam, Dadbhyah, Dadah, Dadbhyam, Dadbhyah, Dadah, Daduhu, Dadam, Dadi. No, sorry. Dadbhyam, Dadbhihi. This is not Dade, this is Date, because the word is Dat. And it will be Date. Yes. And Date, Dadbhyam, Dadbhyah. Then 5.1 will be Datah, Dadbhyam, Dadbhyah. Then 6.1 will be same Datah. Then Datoh. Then Datam. Then Dati, Datoho, and Datsu. Same point. Like that. Clear? Any doubt here? I know, means it's quite.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Yes, Prabhu.
ये 96 जो विष्णुदास और विष्णुपदान्ते हरिघोषे च हरिगदा लगाया है, ये जो सूत्र आपने, इसमें क्योंकि ये विष्णु पदांत नहीं है ना, इसलिए ये हरि घोष में बदला है।
हाँ,
इसलिए बदला है, नहीं तो ये तृतीय लेटर था दा। तो प्रभु जी इसमें तृतीय तो वैसे ही हो रहा है, तो फिर वही सूत्र तो रहा।
समझा नहीं मैं आपका क्वेश्चन।
ताराम जो है वो दाराम में चेंज हुआ है।
हाँ,
तो ये तृतीय लेटर में चेंज हो गया है।
ठीक है।
तो ये जो फॉर्मूला है 96 विष्णु दासु विष्णु पदान्ते हरिघोषो च हरिगदा, तो इसमें ऑलरेडी ये थर्ड में ही चेंज होता है। तो ये तो आपने बताया था।
अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, मैं सोच ही रहा था कोई पूछेगा ही नहीं। मतलब
इसका आंसर मैं दूं?
ओके, यस प्लीज।
इसका ये आंसर है, वो विष्णु पद अभी बना नहीं है, इसलिए ये हरि घोष तो हमारे को ध्यान देके फिर करना।
हाँ, यही आंसर है एक्चुअली। प्रभु जी सही बता रहे हैं कि जब फर्स्ट पार्ट था सूत्र का, फर्स्ट पार्ट इस प्रकार था कि कोई भी लेटर है, मतलब वर्ड है, और उसके आखिर में कोई विष्णुदास है, लेट्स से त, तो ये जो त है ये एक विष्णु पद के अंत में होना चाहिए, और फिर उसके बाद कोई दूसरा शब्द है समथिंग, उस केस में ये हरिगदा बनता था। तो ये तो था हमारा फर्स्ट पार्ट। सेकंड पार्ट है जो अभी हम कर रहे हैं कि अभी हमारे पास कोई वर्ड है और इसके बीच में एक लेटर है, लेट्स से विष्णुदास, और उसके बीच में ही एक लेटर है विच इज हरिघोष। सो इन दिस केस इट इज भ। तो यहाँ पर विष्णु पद होने की जरूरत नहीं है, विष्णु पदांत होने की जरूरत नहीं है, ये अंदर भी हो सकता है। ठीक है, तो ये डिफरेंस है जैसे प्रभु जी ने बताया. तो दिस इज लाइक वन विष्णु पद एंड हियर वी हैव टू विष्णु पदस. ठीक है.
यस.
ओके. तो ठीक है. तो इसमें हमने दो वर्ड किए, पाद और दंत. तो मास और यूष बचे हैं. तो ये होमवर्क है कि आप मास का और यूष का दोनों का आप दोनों तरह के रूप बना के लाएंगे. दोनों तरह के मीनिंग मास का पूरा. ओके, बना के दिखाते हैं मैं आपको. तो मासः, मासौ, मासाः, मासम, मासौ. यहाँ तक आपके सिंगल फॉर्म्स चलेंगे एक एक, क्योंकि ये यदु नहीं है. और यदु में आते ही आपके डबल फॉर्म्स हो जाएंगे. तो यहाँ पर पहले आपका फॉर्म रहेगा नॉर्मल फॉर्म मासान, लाइक कृष्णान. और दूसरा फॉर्म होगा आपका जो चेंज हुआ था उसके हिसाब से मास. तो उसके हिसाब से होगा यहाँ मासह. तो इस तरह आपको हाइफन लगा के, हाइफन तो नहीं बोलते, इसको क्या बोलते हैं, व्हाटएवर,
ओब्लिक,
या सॉरी. तो इस प्रकार से 2.3 से 7.3 तक ऑब्लिक लगा के दो फॉर्म्स लिखने होंगे. एक और मैं करके दिखाता हूँ. मासेना और मासा. सो लाइक दैट. आई थिंक ये मुश्किल तो नहीं होना चाहिए. शायद से मुश्किल होगा ये, क्योंकि ओके, तो ये मत कीजिए क्योंकि इसमें आगे एक और भ्याम में आपको एक फ्यूचर सूत्र की जरूरत पड़ेगी. तो जस्ट स्किप दिस वन. आप पाद का कीजिए, पाद का. तो पाद कीजिए, जैसे पादः एंड पादौ, पादान, पादौ, पादौ. फिर यहाँ पे पादान, एंड देन पदः. एक और करता हूँ, पादेन एंड पदा. तो आप पद, पाद और दंत इन दोनों को पूरा करके लाएंगे. मतलब कल तो छुट्टी है, सैटरडे संडे. तो इन 2 दिनों में आप इन दोनों शब्दों को ऐसे बना के आप मुझे भेज दीजिए इस तरह से. ये किसी को कुछ पूछना तो पूछ सकते हैं, अदरवाइज फिर हम थोड़ा भक्ति रसायन सिंधु पढ़ेंगे. ठीक है, तो हम थोड़ा वो पढ़ते हैं भक्ति रसायन सिंधु. तो भक्ति रसायन सिंधु में हम ओके, तो हम यहाँ पर थे. हमने पढ़ा था यहाँ तक, गोपाल तापने जस्ट. तत्र अपि श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितमेन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्ते. तत्र अपि रस विशेष विशिष्ट परिकर वैशिष्ट्येन आविर्भाव वैशिष्ट्यं दृश्यते. अतएव आदि रस विशेष विशिष्ट संबंधेन निकराम. So till now, till here, Jiva Goswami described how Krishna, first of all, how Krishna is supreme and no one equals him and no one is above him. and Krishna is the abode of all the mellows, all the rasas, then now Jiva Goswami is bringing the point that out of all those different rasas, Shri Krishna according to the Vishesh Rasa, the special mellow, the topmost mellow, which is the Shringar Rasa or the Madhurya Rasa, which is inherited in such devotees like the Gopis, Srimati Radharani. So the devotees who inherit the Shringar Rasa, the Adi Rasa, the Madhurya Rasa, so by such devotees, Shri Krishna's excellence becomes even more prominent, because as the rasa increases, from Shanta to Dasya to Sakhya to Vatsalya to Madhurya, so the feeling and the mood intensifies. The, means although there is full Atma Samarpan even of a devotee of Shant Rasa, but beyond, Atma Samarpan and all, there are lot many rasas, Guhya rasas, which the devotee reciprocates and relishes with Shri Krishna. So and all the fullest extent of those rasa is available, is to be witnessed in the Adi Rasa, which is Madhurya Rasa. And actually, and there are symptoms of all these rasas, I think I'll show that to you maybe the next time. Or maybe this time even I would like to show. That was, most of you must have seen that. Let's try this one. Means there are symptoms of each rasa, and all the symptoms are to be witnessed in Madhurya Rasa. Okay, something you can get from here. You are able to see, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, so this is from CC Mahaprabhu instructing Rupa Goswami. So just a quick overview. So in Shantarasa, there is, symptoms of Krishna Nishtha and Krishna Tyag. And I hope you know what is Krishna Nishtha and Krishna Tyaga, because we are practicing devotees. Then in Dasya, there is Krishna Nishtha plus Krishna Tyag plus Sevana added. So in Shantarasa, it's like it's more like a neutral relation with Krishna. But in Dasya, the Sevana, the active service is added. In Sakhya, all three plus Vishrambha Bhav. Vishrambha is Atmiya Bhava with Shri Krishna. And Vatsalya is all these four plus Palaka Jnana. Like the devotees in Vatsalya Rasa, they consider themselves to be Palaka, the maintainer of Shri Krishna himself, themselves. And in Madhurya, all the symptoms are there. Krishna Nishtha, Krishna Tyag, Sevana, Vishrambha, Palak Jnana, and the special feature is Nijangadan. This we know from Bhagavatam that the gopis would not even care for themselves, their bodies, their families, and so on. And whenever Krishna would call them, they would be, ever ready to attend to Krishna's call. So that is just one symptom of this Nijangadan, and it really means a lot of things here, Nijangadan. So in this way, the point is that Madhurya Rasa, the devotees in Madhurya Rasa, they let the world know, perceive Krishna's supremacy, then any other devotee. This is the point. Ataeva adi rasa vishishta sambandhena nitaram. That's why, therefore, that Shri Krishna's supremacy is exhibited nitaram. Nitaram means in a high degree, to the fullest extent, when he performs his pastimes with the devotees of Adi Rasa, of Shringar Rasa, or of Madhurya Rasa. So then he quotes Srimad Bhagavatam, Gopyastapah kimacharan yadamushya rupam lavanya sarama samordhvam ananya siddham drikbhi pibantyanusavabhinavam durapam ekanta dhama yashasah shriya aishwarasya. Gopyah tapah kimacharan. That what austerities did the gopis perform, that they are able to pibanti, drink from their eyes, the rupam, the form, which is like lavanya saram. Lavanya saram is, which is the conclusion. This is nice actually. Saram, which is like the conclusion, the ultimatum of all beauty, so to say. And at that beauty is asamordhvam, and that beauty is ananya siddham. Ananya siddham means na anya siddham, that no one else except Krishna can exhibit or can even afford that sort of beauty. So what austerities did the gopis perform? That they were anusava abhinavam, that they were anusava, constantly. Anusava means constantly. That they were constantly able to drink that nectar. And that nectar is abhinavam. What is abhinavam? Anyone?
Nityanutan.
Nityanutan, navanavayaman. Very young, fresh, like that. Durapam. What is durapam means?
Apam means प्राप्त करना, दूर मतलब दूर.
Yeah, difficult to be attained, approached. So see, this is one style of understanding shlokas or commentary. Visheshana and Visheshya Gyan. I discussed it before even. Okay, what is the Visheshya in this shloka? Of, yeah, like, which is the main Visheshya here? The main, let's say, noun here.
Krishna.
Not exactly.
Krishna's roop.
Yeah, so Rupam is the main Visheshana, right? Visheshya, noun. Rupam is discussed. The highlight is on Rupam. Now, what are the Visheshana, the adjectives of Rupam? What is the first adjectives, one by one?
Lavanyasar.
Lavanyasaram. Second?
Asamurdham.
Asamurdham. Third?
Asiddham.
Ananya Siddham. Fourth?
Anusavabhinavam.
Yeah, this Anusavabhinavam together. And the next one is Durapam. So these are all just adjectives of Rupam. So the knowledge of Visheshya and Visheshana, the nouns and the adjective, is very important in understanding shlokas. Means it becomes very easy actually, just by knowing the Visheshana and Visheshya Jnana. So Durapam, very difficult to be obtained. Ekant Dhama Yashasah Shriya Aishwarasya. And he is the sole abode of Shri, the goddess of fortune. He is the sole abode of all opulence, Aishwarasya, and of Yashasah, of fame. So So by this verse, Jiva Goswami is trying to connect the relation, connect the audience, the reader, with the gopis' relation with Shri Krishna, because Krishna's Rupam is very difficult to be relished, difficult to be obtained. You know, from Ishopanishad we know that in the last verse it is said Hiranyayana Patrena and so on, which means that the devotee is requesting the Supreme Lord to remove his effulgence. Why? Because the devotee wants to relish Shri Krishna's personal beauty, personal form. But here, gopis, they are anusava. They are constantly engaged in relishing that nectar, that beauty. So that's why Srimad Bhagavatam declares that gopis are the topmost because they were always absorbed. Like in material world, when someone is constantly in touch with someone, so what happens is familiarity breeds contempt. हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं, ज्यादा जान पहचान होती है तो something is there in Hindi.
अति परिचय अवज्ञा.
हाँ, अति परिचय and avagya. But gopis, they are constantly in touch with Krishna and his beauty and his name, form and so on. But still, for gopis, this proverb, this saying is not applicable on the gopis. They are Krishna's beauty is abhinavam, evergreen. He's ever new. Similarly, gopis moved and gopis feelings are also ever new. It's not that after one day gopis will be bored of Krishna's beauty and they will go and look for someone else, some Indra, Chandra, Varuna. For example, what was Parshuram's father's name? Jamadagni?
Jamadagni.
Yeah. So when Jamadagni was in the jungle, residing there in his home, Ashrama Kutir, so he sent his wife, I don't remember his wife's name.
Renuka Mataji.
Renuka, his wife Renuka, to fetch some wood and some water from the nearby jungle, forest, so that he could perform the yajna. So you know all the story that Renuka went to the forest, she collected some stuffs, but what happened was she happened to notice some Gandharvas, spotting with the female Gandharvas, whatever they said. And the demigods, they were sporting with each other. So for some time, Renuka got absorbed in the beauty of those demigods or the Gandharvas. And that's why she got delayed. And then you know what happened. But in this case, and we can understand that happened because she was not fully satisfied with Jamadagni and his beauty and so on. But for the gopis, it will never happen ever that they will be sick of Krishna and his beauty and they will go and search for someone else. So that's why Bhagavatam declares here that what great austerity did they perform? Gopyas tapah kim acharan. That they are able to witness Krishna's beauty all the time, which is evergreen, ever new, and which is very difficult to be obtained. And still they are not satisfied, still they are not satiated. So this is the glory of gopis. A lot could be discussed on these topics, but we have limited time and today's time is over in one verse. So anyhow, we'll try to cover this. So by Tuesday, I think I'll finally cover this first verse commentary. No more delay. Okay, any comment or anything to be shared by anyone? किसी को कुछ बोलना तो बोल सकते हैं, otherwise हम यहीं रुक जाते हैं.
Yeah, one thing, Prabhu, just got an idea.
Yes, please.
If you can if you can give also the words vibhaktis, just like Kim Charan, Yadu Musyam, Musya, Rupam. So like similarly all those words, if we are getting the vibhaktis of words, then it will help us to understand more deeply, more correctly, because I'm very new, and at some points I miss the understanding. So it will. I think it may help me, some maybe for some more devotees to connect
Actually,
more.
yeah, I got your point, but my point is that means for the time being, I can tell you the vibhaktis for the words, the Krishna words, like Rupam is 2.1, Lavanya Saram is 2.1, Asamardhvam is 2.1, Ananya Siddham is 2.1, and Anus Abhinavam, this is 2.1, Durapam is 2.1. But Gopyaha, Tapaha, they are all
6.
No, Gopyaha is 1.3 actually.
गोपियों का तप.
No, Gopi, Gopya, Gopyaha. Because Pibanti is there, 1.3. Pibati, Pibata, Pibanti.
Oh.
So Gopyaha, Pibanti. So because as we move ahead, so we will automatically understand the vibhaktis. So even if I tell, it may not make that much sense. Okay, let's suppose I say Gopya is 1.3, Tapa is 2.1, Acharan is a verb, and Amushya is 6.1. Means because we have not done, we have not studied these forms till yet. So I think we will not be able to connect to it properly. Of course, I can tell as we proceed, like next word will be Iramanta word, Hari. So I can tell words. So as we move, so I can disclose the words. Otherwise, I think it will not make that sense. I don't have any problem telling this is which case, this is which case, this is which case. And we can even try, maybe next class onwards, we can try telling vibhaktis for each. And let's see what happens. Means like that. Okay? Means we can just try next class onwards, telling the vibhaktis for each word, each noun, and let's see if it helps. Tasu is 7.3, Gopishu is 7.3, Bhavishyottara is okay. Bhavishyottara is which case? Anyone?
Is 7.
7.1. Yes. Right. What is Mukhya here? Which case? Divya Drishti. First of all, what is the original word here?
वो बोल रहे हैं.
Anyone?
Mukha.
Mukhya with visarga. Mukhya and Advaya Bho happened and Mukhya. So this is 1.3. Krishna, Mukhya, like that. Okay, Monday onwards we'll try discussing like that vibhaktis and all. But please memorize.
I said because I just wanted to understand how a sentence our acharyas are making, so that if we go through with the words by word with the vibhaktis, then most probably we can understand how sentences are being formed.
Okay, no problem. So next class onwards we'll do that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So please, so okay, from my side I will do my part. What is that? Har Har Mahadev. So please, from your side also, please memorize Swadi table, Sumaujas, Krishna table, full, and please do that homework, that Pada and Danta. So 4 things you have to do on Monday. So please submit on Monday, either personally or on the group, whatever possible. So thank you very much, and Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.